Hey guys, I'm super excited to share this book with you today. I randomly came across it in the bookstore and I jumped up and down. I was so excited because y'all know Malala is my favorite person ever. So today I'm going to be reading Dear Malala, We Stand With You. Who is Malala? On October 9th, 2012, a 15-year-old girl on her way home from school in Pakistan was shot in the head by a member of the Taliban. Malala Yousafzai had been speaking out in public about the rights of all girls to have an education, something the Taliban were against. They thought that shooting Malala would stop her campaign, but they didn't know how strong Malala is. She was flown to England for a life-saving treatment and has recovered. Malala and two other girls who were wounded in the attack are attending school and living in England. Malala is more determined than ever to work for every child's right to an education. For her bravery and effort on behalf of all children, she has received almost 30 awards and honors, including Pakistan's National Youth Peace Prize, the Kids' Right International Children's Peace Prize, President Clinton's Global Citizen Award, and Ambassador of the Conscience Award for Amnesty International, and the Freedom of Thought Prize for the European Parliament. Woo! Girl has won a lot. In 2013, Malala became the youngest person ever nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Dear Malala, we have never met before, but I feel like I know you. I have never seen you before, but I've heard your voice. To girls like me, you are a leader who encourages us. And you can see on the pictures, they have where these photographs were taking place. So this one is Peru, this one's Niger, this one's El Salvador, this one's Indonesia. Then we have Nicaragua and Nepal. Because of your courage, there are even special days named after you, Malala Days, all over the world. The first time I heard about you was such a terrible day. You had been shot simply because you went to school, but you survived. You still wanted to learn. You spoke up for yourself and other girls too. People everywhere wondered why it was so hard for girls to get an education. I know we've asked that in our class too. A lot of us are like, well, why is it so hard for girls to go to school in other countries? And then this photo is from Zimbabwe and this one is from Brazil. But you and I know the answer. In many countries, bullets are not the only way to silence girls. And then we have Myanmar and Liberia. Early marriage, poverty. And then here we have the Philippines. Can't see it. I guess this one's the Philippines too. It doesn't have a country name on it. Discrimination and violence all play a part. And this is in Cameroon. Next we have Kenya and India. But because you are a girl, you have shown the world that these things will not stop you. You, Malala, have reminded us that it is your right, my right, every child's right to go to school. Absolutely. It is your right to get an education and to learn as much as you possibly can. Instead of living in fear, we must shout for change. And then this is in India, and then this is in Kenya. Because I am a girl, I am writing to let you know that every day is Malala Day. Girls everywhere are behind you. And then we have a little girl in China and then Paraguay. We have Nepal, Uganda, Germany, and Niger. We are raising our hands to stand with you and demand a chance for everyone. We are all Malala. On July 12, 2013, the day of her 16th birthday, Malala Yousafzai stood to speak to nearly 1,000 delegates at the United Nations Youth Assembly. The Secretary General of the UN had proclaimed that the day be Malala Day. Here are parts of Malala Yousafzai's speech. So here I stand, one girl among many. I speak not for myself, but for all girls and boys. I raise up my voice not so that I can shout, but for those without a voice can be heard. Those who have fought for their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equal opportunity, their right to be educated. Dear friends, on the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shot me on my left side of my forehead. They shot my friends too. They thought the bullets would silence us. The world will see what girls can achieve if only they let us. And then it goes on with her speech as well. But they failed. Weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage were born. I am the same Malala. My ambitions are the same. My hopes are the same. My dreams are the same. We want schools and education for every child's bright future. We will continue our journey to our destination of peace and education for everyone. No one can stop us. We will speak for our rights and we will bring change through our voice. We must believe in the power of the strength of our words. Our words can change the world because we are all together, united for the cause of education. And if we want to achieve our goal, then let us empower ourselves with the weapons of knowledge and let us shield ourselves with unity and togetherness. Dear brothers and sisters, we must not forget that millions of people are suffering from poverty, injustice, and ignorance. We must not forget that millions of children are out of schools. We must not forget that our sisters and brothers are waiting for a bright, peaceful future. So let us wage a global struggle against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism, and let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. And then there's a little thing about how you can help. You can donate and participate in some of Malala's organizations, like the Malala Fund, Girl with a Book, Because of a School, Girl Rising, Girls Incorporated, all of that amazing stuff. And then it talks about how the book was created by Rosemary and McCarney and how they went around the world to take all these awesome pictures of so many amazing little girls standing up for girls' education. That was so good. I have chills over that book. I really hope you enjoyed reading Dear Malala, We Stand With You with me, and I will just see you guys in my next Read Aloud. Bye, everyone.